Can't do a lot against that. Not too bad. Just gonna drop in here. Let's check if you can actually see what I'm seeing here. Yeah, you can. So perfect. We have the first game here with a few little struggles here because the Steam system doesn't actually work at all right now. Let's hope that it gets a little bit better when we get into the game. But at first we're gonna see the game just on one side here. And it's gonna be the Venrail and Cammy side. They're going against Piratenhood and Equindar. Don't mind Venrail talking here. We're just gonna overtalk him. I actually think that it's Venrail. Could also be Cammy, but not too bad. Just kidding. Yeah, we have a little bit of interesting matchup right here, since we have the Dragon and the Bear clan that I wouldn't recall all too crazy right here. Definitely two very strong clans. Yeah, very reasonable to pick them right here. I don't know what the bans were right now on the face, so just gonna have to ride along with it. But the Dragon clan actually came through, and the Bear clan too. That are two very strong
just
clans.
Right away.
So I would imagine that the Wolf player, for example, the Wolf clan, maybe
or do I need to go other way? Is this wall gonna block me?
Yeah, I won't write the players right now. I just had the chance to write Equindar here about the situation, but they should definitely just play their game right there and not be too annoyed by me casting them. We're just gonna be fine here with the one side we have. Venrail here going for the early mid scout, so they definitely are quite interested in the mid. I would imagine that the other team is also quite interested into the mid right here, because Equindar running the stack clan right here. Definitely very but Venrail will get it right here. Getting the middle, really enjoyable. And we'll be going for his Feign bonus right here, but it's really strong for the Dragon clan with the 5 thralls. You will just be getting on top. I will be very interested in what strategy Venrail goes here. Usually the players go for the Carpentry Mastery build in the last time, I think. Like, it's more preferred with the Dragon clan. I like it quite a bit to go for the hard labor build, but I don't think it's played in high level gameplay that much actually.
Ooh, it's kind of close.
See, interesting starting strategy here from Venrail, pulling all the woodcutters off, something I wouldn't really do personally, because oftentimes you go into a little bit of a wood bottleneck right here, but he has the shipwreck right there. But it looks still very interesting strategy attempt. I don't know if he's just trying to go for another tile right there, that he just wants to get the food for. That could be a possibility, and I think that is actually the truth right here. He's trying to go for the other hunt tile right there. Nah, I'm actually lying. He doesn't actually have it cleared. There's still a wolf on it. But Cammy here also not even going too crazy with the bear clan. Ah, yeah, there's already the war camp going up, so not all too super early with the bear clear. It's still a very reasonable time. So I were just thinking about if oh, the wolf attack. Unfortunate. But I think you can just bear through that. It will be interesting what the strategy of clearing will be here, since we already saw very interesting clearing strategies of the Dragon clan from this team in the tournament before the last tournament, actually. Last tournament we weren't following them that much, but still very good team. Definitely knows how to play the Dragon clan, even though we didn't saw them in the last one. And I'm very interested how they make use of the Dragon clan's effect that the villagers can go out of the territory right there, can get hit, and don't give you any kind of debuff right there. Yeah, that's very interesting how he's bottlenecking his wood right now. I always think wood is such an important resource at the start of the game, but he seems to really be focusing more on the gold right here, and with 2 ruins and the shipwreck, that might be a really good decision. So I'm expecting a really early go right here when I'm just looking at the map right here.
Too much work.
There we see the villager coming in to tank a little bit of the damage, just because it is completely unimportant for the Dragon Clan right here. You can just sacrifice the villager very easily afterwards. A little bit unfortunate here that the warrior gets a little bit of damage. That's, yeah, things that happen. Not too bad. But in general, I like the strategical approach to not get any damage on the villagers right there. Be nice. Damn it. So. Going for the first
I don't mind
lure right here. Gonna be interesting what that will be. Will it be trading or will it be hard labor? I'm thinking it will be trading. Yeah, there we go. Going for the trading build right here. That will give him a lot of gold at the start of the game. And usually give him a very good rushy build right here. Since he won't be focusing that much on thralls right here. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, because I want to transfer you tiles before I take more.
The low villagers are of course perfect.
Oh, I forgot to chop wood. Rip.
Actually a perfect thing to yeah, get ready there. And with this gold situation, yeah, like you gotta imagine he gets just 300 gold on the top of his usual gold situation at the start of the game, so the more offensive approach is of course way more open right there. I think he didn't sacrifice any thralls until now, actually. Maybe I missed something. No, he already bought new ones, so he definitely sacrificed thralls at the start of the game. They also give you a little bit more dragon essence there. So for a villager you would get 2, and the villager is actually a little bit more worthy than a thrall if you are just buying them new at the harbor right there. But they will get quite pricey at the end of the game, so...
Wow.
Oh, 200 fame. Super early right here for Venreal at the October of 800. Already giving him 5 bonus thralls right here.
Oh, 9 isn't bad, really.
9 thralls right there. Plus 23 food right here from the start of the winter. Also going for that shipwreck. That will help him quite a bit. That will help him quite a bit. I'm personally more of a fan to have a little bit of wood chopping going through on in the summer, rather concentrating onto the shipwreck in the winter, and then would have gone for the ruins in the winter. But I'm not a pro gamer here, so he definitely has his reasoning why he does those things in those times. I won't question him at all there. Second boot camp going up for him. Was very important for the dragon. Getting housed, actually, not too important. So I wouldn't rate that too high right here. That he get a little house right here. Because he has 9 thralls and 11 villagers. His eco is definitely at a great point, even though that he just got a little house right there. So they're definitely worse things to happen for him. We're now gonna see if we can try another try at F-Windows stream right here. Dang it. Dang it. Sorry. Sorry guys. A little bit of a Discord open right there. I'm just having a little bit of a watch if I can maybe find the other ones here. We have carpentry mastery. Let's upgrade buildings to a quite cheap price. I don't know if he's actually aiming too hard towards upgrades right here. Gonna be interesting. Yeah, we actually would have a stream of Kami's side right here, but that doesn't help us that much actually. So see if we can actually find the one we want.
I don't need it.
Yeah. It doesn't actually seem like it would be an 8-1 approach for Team Venreal right here. Just for my untrained eyes right here. I could have actually imagined something like this, since 2 ruins and a shipwreck like make a lot of things possible for the Dragon Clan right here. But going for the general upgrades is always a little bit of a safer approach right here, since in case that you lose stuff, you can still make things happen afterwards, since you have the upgraded buildings. You have a little bit of a getting back into the game, right? Just imagine losing all your army in the front and just having two hunters lodges that aren't upgraded at home and an unupgraded brewery or even less stuff, and try to build up from that again. That doesn't really feel good, of course. It feels better to have a few upgrades there already, and might actually also just be the... It doesn't really make too much sense just for the scouting here to go for carpentry mastery, so I guess there will be a few more upgrades. Hard labor is actually rocking right here. All those people over there. I don't know why.
Unlucky I got sick.
Okay.
This one's sick. I was just delaying eating the sheep.
A little weird to hear Venreal right here. It would be nice if we just had another game where we just could have hear the sound from. Just give me a little second here. I'm gonna try... do that.
If you want.
Yeah, there we go. Maybe I have a little solution. We find the other player right here. Why? Why?
Apparently stream can hear my mic for some reason.
Yep. That's definitely true, but isn't too bad.
Oh, you're streaming, right?
450.
You're streaming my voice.
Gold? Yeah, that's definitely true, mister. Mister. Also having a little bit of problems here to get that rolling. The Twitch one, since I need to do things here on the stream right now, since we don't have a second site. I definitely want to still make that happen for you guys, but I have my problem with it. Let's see. I cannot get it running here. Then I don't know what the secret sauce is that I'll need. So the server shows me what the Steam ID of Hannibal is. A Piratenhut, oh my god. No, we give it up right now. Maybe to another try at F-Window.
No, I think Stag got your spawn because he was ahead of me on lore for.
Right there. Not too bad.
Oh, never mind then. Because they just scouted the ruins.
So it will be an early feast for Team America right here. That is quite showing already. I think there will be going something in the 802 years at least. I don't know if there will actually be an 801 action. It could
Since
actually.
I only have 2 sailors for some reason.
I wouldn't feel too bad about an 801 push if I would be Venreal right now, actually. And if you can hit earlier, you can hit a little bit better. You already got a few upgrades there. But it's still quite hard to get up the Dragonkin altars up that he will be needing. And so I think that's most likely going to be also an 802 thing, but most likely an early 802 thing. Because, yeah, he already got the important upgrades out right there. Got a little bit of bonus. So we get the wood upgrade, very important if you want to rebuild, upgrade later on. But rebuilding is definitely not something that he's just thinking about. No one has forge. What is this game? Very nice, man. Very nice. What? That doesn't work? Why don't you build a forge, man? Yeah, that would be very nice. That would be very nice.
Yeah, wow. I didn't have a sailor working.
Old patch
that
right
time.
here. Of course, really nice to have the last tournament on the
I
old
don't know
patch.
how long that was even.
Very hyped about that. I have a 5-minute delay running right now, people.
It's not my fault.
Sorry about that. But hello, Mr. Damon Bashpop. Nice to see you around here. And he's going for quite a few of villagers. Ouch! He wants that happiness bonus, like, a lot. Oh my god! This is always the thing that I don't really like to do, but he seems to
where do you want there?
really want the happiness bonus right here. So he can rebuild his villagers quite soon too. So maybe even a good thing to think about that he just has upgraded jobs right now. So he just has the hunters, he just has the upgraded woodcutters, and the silo working right there. I can't say if the silo is actually working on the thralls right there, if that is actually the reasoning why all the thralls are at the silo right now. But I can imagine that he just sacrificed that many villagers without feeling too bad about it, since he couldn't put them in jobs that were all too valuable. They would have just been better villagers or unupgraded woodcutters. And then he just sacrificed them, so the only villagers he has are on specialized jobs. Actually, a super nice idea. The brewery is not going up because he doesn't really need it at this point, and he just keeps it at 90%, and he can finish it just right at the moment.
Yeah,
when he needs it, and then he will start paying the upkeep for it. So he doesn't pay any upkeep for this building, that's why he does it like that. I really like that on Ragnar's stream. I think that were one of the first time I saw the strategy where he just spammed a few tiles full with war camps. Let's see, let's say 2 free tiles full with camps, 6 camps in there. But he brought all of them just to 90% or even a little bit higher. So in the moment he actually needed the warband, he could just send a villager in there, like 2 little hammer smacks on the buildings, and he would have all the warband ready, but wouldn't pay no upkeep for it in the time before. So really interesting strategy right there. I'm trying to get it a little bit more going in my builds right now, since it can give you a little bit of an edge there. I came for Northgard and I stayed for Kami's ASMR voice. Yeah, there we go. I can't imagine why. If it's Kami right there. I can really imagine why. Because, yeah, Venrel has it over the sound source right there, and yeah, we hear the sound source of.
I guess theoretically they could send scouts.
Kami's on the sound source, even though that Venrel muted out himself here.
I don't think they're gonna
it's not too bad, and even though that I stream stuff, I don't have a solution for this actually. Secret sauce. That's it. That's it. So there will be.
Not usually, no.
Right here. I'm quite sure that will be a blizzard. I didn't watch out too good right here, so maybe a little bit of a fail right here. But I'm quite sure that will be a blizzard incoming. Maybe it's just like a fail, just a rat infestation or something like that. It's not going for healers here. I think that's remarkable. Usually I would get the healers down on that tile, even though that the Dragon Clan at the stage where you want to get the healers most likely want to go for the recruitment, man. Recruitment is so important. Because yeah, you're just gonna sacrifice so many villagers and you're gonna get them so much quicker with recruitment. I think when he got recruitment, that were actually the point when he sacrificed all those villagers. So the lore situation of Venrel here actually through the roof, really strong lore situation. I can't really say how it's looking for Team Equina right now. Equina now on a 226 lore, which isn't too shabby. but you can't know what Piratenhood is right now doing, and they may also be going for a way more aggressive attempt right here, so the Stag clan is not exploding in the lore how we might imagine on other builds right here. He's actually the yeah, Blood, Sweat and Tears kicking in for Venrel right here to push up his eco a little bit more. Has 9 thralls coming in right here. I wish I bet Chief that he wished to have 11 right here, but man, that's the hard thing about hitting your Feign bonus at October 800. Yeah, this is literal first world problems, guys. Literal first world problems. So, getting the scouting out right there. Why exactly do we hear Kami, by the way? We're looking at over the stream of Venril right here. Because it's the best source we have right now. My Kami's stream is a little laggy on Steam, but it would actually be running. But I cannot get any connection to Echwindal right here, and I don't have Piratenhood in my list, and I can't actually find his name ID. I have an
open rune.
Sad that we have a little bit of a delay here, so the earliest time you can actually write me is 5 minutes. But you could give it over to me.
Do you have Chief? Let's
not sure why this is happening.
Let's
already said before
these
that this, just because I think that will come to you a little bit later, but it is over Venril, and we would hear the yeah, Venril has his mic muted most likely, but you still hear he has his sound sources. He streams the sound sources, and Kami is on his sound sources, so it's known that I wouldn't even know how to change that.
Yeah, I'll let you take them.
I guess there is a way actually, but I don't know where. Blizzard incoming, like called. Woo! I can actually see red blinking exclamation marks on the timeline. This is impossible. So already starts to clear out a little bit of stuff here. I don't know what they are aiming for. For an early dragon attempt, I think you're oftentimes actually aiming for Guardian there, right? Just going for the Guardian tree.
Yeah, it's a 1 HP warrior, right?
I don't know if he actually has a lot of towers around there. Just right now his warband is sitting on 1, so I would imagine something like that, like having all the Dragon Clankins, the Dragonkin altars.
Then you want these Draugr cleared, right?
Will be hard, will be hard. Going for the full scout too. It's always a good idea right there. Second stone miner, like that. If we're going out of the... Oh. No, I always get... Wait.
So come.
Wait. I'm gonna stop that. Maybe now that works. Guys, I'm also learning here. Maybe we will have a second side soon. As there's no spec feature in Northgard. No, there is no. There is no.
Nah, too late.
That would be so nice to actually have one here. And the Steam streaming system is actually also a little bit weird. The most reliable streams we always get is off Twitch, of course, but that always requires quite an internet connection of the other players, and in Steam can actually do that a little bit different there, but I think the netcode is not that good, but let's not focus too much on that. The gold amount, man. The gold. Look at that gold. This gold, man. Might actually be a later attempt right here, since I still don't see Dragonkin altars. Like, the wood focus is definitely there. Like, he doesn't care too much about food right now, like we can see. And the wood economy is flourishing, but... I don't know, I don't see Dragonkin altars. They might be coming up right now, but there's so many upgrades. There are so many upgrades. You wouldn't do this if you wouldn't aim to go for a longer game. Maybe they actually saw that the fame count were a little bit lower for Equino there. So maybe they thought that they could maybe outrun him. Like, it seemed like they got ready for a aggressive style game right here. But they turned around at the last corner right here. Might be more of an 803 attempt, or at the end of 802. You're gonna see that. But we have all the upgrades you need right here for Venrail. This is just crazy. And if the attack would be coming in from the other team right here, he would have one warband. Gotta keep that in mind. So if Equino and Pirat would maybe go for an 802 rush right here, they might have a window here. Won't be easy. There's still 26 villagers and 9 thralls right there. And a bear of Kami randomly standing around in the in the tower right there. So you'll need quite an army for that, even without Dragonkins. If we drop like that, but why is the wood going so hard? I think there is a war camp spam very soon. Like, why would you go that hard in that high in wood if you're not planning on that? Urkalfara, oh no. Those guys will take a few resources there. My idea sadly didn't work, so we won't get the side of it. Damn it, man. Damn it. My trick bag is empty right there. So we're gonna focus on the game right now, completely on this stream right here, since I don't see a way. Sorry. There's the heal coming in, Murkalfar going down with 2 war chiefs, not too much of a problem. So in team games, try to maybe get a teammate of you ready there. Oh, there's the Thrall sacrifice with blood, sweat and tears. So if you sacrifice Thralls with blood, sweat and tears, you don't plan on having a long game anymore. Because you have such good bonus that you basically throw away. But you were... Ah, no, his... Wow, his economy is actually booming. At 802 June, he's already at 27 vills. That actually just lets him buy new Thralls right there. It's just easy on 10. Easy on 10. Maximum Thralls. Crazy population here for the Dragon Clan. How do you stop that? Just crazy to see what people can do with the Dragon Clan right there. Really nice. Still having insane lore income too. So I think if we look at the victory board here, Venrail should definitely be
you probably have
quite in the lead in a lot of those, gold, right? And that won't help him with his 500 fame bonus. So joke's on you.
I have a rune skill.
There you go. You're getting 4 new Thralls right here from his harbors. Doesn't really hurt his gold at all. Still 1k and going up. Plus 24 gold still coming in right here. I don't even know how he will turn that into Dragonkins, but I guess it will have something to do with Guardian right here, since otherwise I always think it's quite hard. He doesn't focus too much on upgrading his Dragonkin altars here, by the way, how we can see. There may be one more upgrade for that, but he doesn't really go too hard for those, so most likely be something with Guardian that I can't really guarantee it for you. There we have the Dragonkin altar. The second one. The third one actually. I missed the second one. But he is already there. Draugr attack. I think the thing you care least about, right? You can just send your war chief there. You have a bear clan player in your team that can send his bear and his maiden somewhere. Like just right now, the Draugr attacks are quite split. We can't actually see them completely on the mini map since he's on the army screen, like he should be. Really nice pressing T in the game. will let you toggle the military map. I don't know if it's actually T for everyone. I changed it to T. I think at least. Maybe I didn't change it. Maybe it is actually T. But yeah, let's just see the map how you definitely want to see it in the late game. So you can see the military units running around and how you most likely know it out of other strategy games. That you see the units as little points on the minimap. Dragon altars going up everywhere. It's like... It is like they would plan to attack. They have a Baron team. So, winter attack. Definitely a nice idea here. While they definitely need to have a little bit more food for that. But I guess they will be thinking about that. Trogger attack now coming in. Players. Oh, Cammy also gets a little bit annoyed by the kobolds right there, but shouldn't be too much of a problem for the Bear Clan player right here. Since it's actually the clan with the most defense. Just right out of the box. Maybe the snake is actually running within there somewhere, since Signy is just so strong and you can just make so much happen with Signy. Why is there no warband yet? Yeah, because they know the enemies, there's no camps. Drag scales better, that's very true, that's very true. And the Dragon Clan is at the point right here. It is really favorable for him. Really favorable. End of 802, 1,400 gold.
Oh, you're gonna make me clear my own jogger?
This, this eco is looking good. We have 223 military experience here for Venreal. So the Guardian tree is not that close. It's not that close. But yeah, all signs here show a winter attack. 7 Dragonkins could be ready. The gold count is way more ready for more. Like he could get so much more Dragonkins right here. You can maybe upgrade 2 of the Dragonkin altars and go up to 9. I think he will even do that, since it will give you a little bit more of attack damage too. They're still scouting though. So
Stag's only running
just having this eco.
We only see
with 3 scouts out already. Already tells us quite a bit. In 802, this is a crazy situation to be in. So you have the base scouted right there.
4 upgraded, 2 ships at least.
It's gonna be interesting here. I guess it will happen. I guess it will happen. Did they get fur coats? I don't think that Venreal got fur coats, if I'm gonna be honest right here. We're gonna see it in a few seconds. Always gotta keep in mind that I have a little bit of a delay right here. But in my opinion, Venreal didn't get fur coats right here. He went for the carpentry mastery and afterwards for Blood, Sweat and Tears. So, not too much problems. He actually went for slave trade at the moment, when he needed to buy 4 new ones. There are the upgrades for the Dragonkin altars. Gives him 9 warband right here. He will go up to 10 with the next Dragonkin altar.
Who are we facing next?
There might actually be... No, there's no space anymore. So he actually has a Dragonkin altar on every tile already.
I thought Doxer was Dragon Slave.
He feels ready to attack right here. He really feels ready to attack right here. The upgrade for the Dragonkins is already out, so we have the AoE damage, the mighty AoE damage of the Dragonkins right here. That already erased so many armies, and we're gonna see how they work right here. It's hard to play against those. Like, I think you always need a few extras that really dish out the damage right there. And if they get caught in a bad situation, they still get deleted by the Dragonkins, so there might be good micro right there for them.
You could take the circle.
Micro required at least. Getting new thralls right there. Focusing on sacrificing thralls. Let's see, always get a little bit, go a little bit over the max right there. That's what I learned a few.
No, my question is, do I have to feast?
I never really thought about this, and I always thought you would be blocked at that point. But no, you can easily go over the maximum there. That's why I sacrificed there a thrall, so you could get a bonus thrall on top. Just getting them into more valuable jobs. And I feel like they're Does a silo actually improve Thrall effectivity? This is a riddle. This is a... Oh yeah, that's gotta be tested. This gotta be tested. And... Yeah, I were actually quite sure that it will be around Garrison. But he already has 10 warband. That is quite crazy here. You could actually get more. Let's be honest, with 2k gold, you can actually get more. You could get for Garrison here, but if you look around the territory of him, he actually has 1 tower. Up in his lore tower.
I'll do the feast then. I have 750 food.
Oh, the ninja tactics. We just want you to feel safe. Ah, that's very nice, that's very nice. Nice for Vechmila and Piratenhut here, not stressing the enemy out too much.
Very much, yeah. What's your gold?
I'm quite sure that Echwindar and Piratenhut actually went for also a quite rushy attempt, not for an attack. But you will need to have the gold. You will just need to have the gold ready.
We're not doing that. You can buy the wolf then on the way.
So, but the dragon scaled up to a crazy amount right here. It's 803 right now. See a little bit movement up there on the map. From Echwindar, I guess, actually.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the mini-map, you see a little bit happening there. Oh. Okay. New thralls coming in there. The gold situation.
What do you think? I should just go warriors?
He just needs to wait for new thralls.
I think so, probably.
That will give him the bonus easily for a long time. For quite a bit of gold actually. But like the gold economy he has right now just sustains everything.
Let's go.
And he didn't even build a market, so that's the power of the Dragon Clan right there. Just get your docks up. He upgraded the tools of the sailors and got shipbuilding. Quite sure he got shipbuilding. I'm very sure he got shipbuilding. So great economy going here for the Venreal. He will now use it to get a few Dragonkins and most likely the military bonus. There we go. The plus 20%. I don't know if it's actually a little bit more
kill
at over 500 fame.
Guys on the way.
But it should be plus 20% bonus attack here for all the Dragonkin units. Or the Dragon Clan units that are Dragonkins. But they will be stronger. 20%. That is quite heavy.
I mean, we could
quite
skip too.
Let's see, now the fight is going on. Going into the tile there. The Dragonkins are just too real, man. 11 Dragonkins. Camping at the border right there. We have a mix out of shield bearers and the warriors going on for Cammy right there. Actually, one more axe thrower in there, so military experience bonus will be insane.
He kept the food. Stay on our side.
Ooh, this is a nice amount of axe throwers there too. I think that's actually 17. 17 axe throwers for Piratenhut right here. The Murkafar attack, very fortunate for team.
Okay, go. Their side. Basically just watch it.
Blood Eagly Selfie. I'm just a little bit confused. For team Blood Eagly Selfie right here. But they're under quite some pressure here and they will need to defend. And those warriors will have problems against the Dragonkins. If they can manage to get it into a good fight, get the warriors split up finally, don't have too much focus onto the axe throwers, I think they can actually have
over here.
A good fight right there.
Yeah, like if there's... Oh yeah, let's just wait.
While it will be hard, the power of the Dragonkins right here is undeniable.
Or... It won't get us anything, well, no, never mind. It's not.
But they seem to want to go a little bit more aggressive. So Team Venreal and Cammy seem to want to take that fight right here.
We're baiting.
And there's the fight.
They're doing this.
Echwindar and Piratenhut pushing in here. Just before the Blood Moon. I'd actually missed that. Okay. If the Blood Moon would have hit at that point, Venreal and Cammy would have gotten an easy fight right there. So Equindun and Piratnud needed to take this fight. They just needed to take it. I missed it a little bit, but it were the fight they needed to take. They didn't have a real choice there. Very fortunate for Team America here to get the Blood Moon. The Blood Moon timing just on point. Whoa. Really nice. Yeah, really enjoyable. Really enjoyable right here. Domination actually of Team Venreal right here, of the Dragon Clan. The Dragon Clan, very strong clan right here. And the very, very, very fortunate Blood Moon timing. Just helping them out so much right here. It would just have been a free fight for them in the tile of Equinor. So the team definitely needed to push at that point. They could not wait anymore. Like, you can't really wait out the Blood Moon at that point, because they would have a free pass into your base right there. So you can't really let them take your base and later push in. Like, you need to push in at that point, and they tried what they could. Nice game right here. Nice game right here. Hope you enjoyed it too. Yeah, really nicely played. Congratulations go out to Venreal and Cammy here for a very, very, very nice game here. Also to Equindar and Piratnud.
Yeah, bye.
Forget that. Or is mixing up with Hannibal, I don't know.